Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here, and welcome to today's pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. Like usual in these pregame reports, we're going to go over the projected lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to go over some keys to the game, players to watch, and score prediction if you end up enjoying your stay. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you really like today's video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the pregame report, I do have to announce that the Austin Hockey Pool, the second annual Austin Hockey Pool, is currently open for submissions. You have until 5 p.m. Mountain or 7 p.m. Eastern to get your picks in. If you click the link that is in the description of this video, it is going to bring you to a screen that looks like this. You're going to put your team name in, you're going to put your email in, and then it is a box format. There are 24 boxes of players. You pick one player per box. Scoring is as follows. For forwards and defensemen, 1.5 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist, 5 points for a hat trick. For goalies, 2 points for a win, 5 points for a shutout. And on the crazy off chance that a goalie is credited with a goal, 50 points for a goaltender. And obviously, some of you might look at that and be like, that's crazy. Well, I mean, goalies average, a goal once every 5 to 10 years. It is so incredibly rare that I decided, you know what, if a goalie gets a goal, we'll have 50 points. Now, what is top prize if you win the Austin Hockey Pool? Well, just like last year, if you were part of it last year, it is a jersey of your choice. Yes, I will buy you a jersey of your choice and mail it to you. That is top prize. It is free to enter. You do not have to spend a single dime to enter this hockey pool. The max amount of submissions is 130 teams. I think right now we're sitting at about 50 teams that have entered. So if you're one of the people that's tuning in and you want to enter, well, you better hurry up and get in there and make sure you get your team and players picked. You have until 5 p.m. Mountain tonight. And of course, good luck to everyone as always. Now, other piece of news to kind of take care of here. I will be going live once again tonight for the Oilers and Canucks. I'll probably go live about a half hour before puck drop this time. I went live an hour before puck drop the other night. I think tonight I'll go live at about 7:30 p.m. local time here in Alberta. And if you want to be part of the live stream, I can't wait to see you there. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the projected lineups for your Edmonton Oilers. Now, we have Draisaitl with McDavid and Trent Frederic. That line looks like it's going to stick together. I've had my opinion on this line, and if Chris Knobloch is unwilling to change it for now, I don't know what the runway is for Trent Frederic on that top line. I don't know what the runway is for McDavid and Draisaitl to be on the same line, but I don't like it. But complaining about it is not going to get us anywhere. We have to hope that Trent Frederic can start to find his game on that top line. I really hope that he's able to pot a goal tonight. I hope he's able to look like, I just want Frederic to look a little comfortable. He doesn't look comfortable in that top line. He looks comfortable in a bottom six role, not a top line role. I think it's weird that they're trying to force the issue there. If anything, if you want someone that, plays like Hyman or whatever type of player they're looking for on the top line with McDavid and Draisaitl, I don't know why you don't just put David Tomashek up there, right? He's on the top power play unit in place of Zach Hyman. Why not put Tomashek on that top line with McDavid and Draisaitl as well? I don't know. I'm not the head coach. There's a reason why I'm sitting in front of a computer screen, and guys like Chris Knobloch are actually down at ice level putting these lineups together. So for Trent Frederic, hopefully he's able to get going here. Hoping for a good game from him and that top line once again. On the second line, you have Andrew Mangiapane, Nugent Hopkins, and Matthew Savoy. Now, I thought at 5-on-5, that line did not look very good against the Calgary Flames. But again, one game sample size. Nugent Hopkins had 3 points. 2 of them were on the power play. Mangiapane had a goal. That was also when he managed to step onto the ice when Connor McDavid was on the ice. So it's not like that line was together when they were scoring their goals. On the third line, you have Podkolzin with Noah Philp and Kasperi Kapanen. I thought Kapanen had a very, very quiet game against the Calgary Flames. Noah Philp had a puck go off of his leg and under the feet of Stuart Skinner. And then Vasily Podkolzin, though not incredibly noticeable, he also wasn't unnoticeable. I thought there were a couple chances where he was trying to shoot the puck on net, which is good. I like the shot first mentality for Vasily Podkolzin. Hopefully he is doing okay, and hopefully he's able to contribute a little bit on the score sheet tonight. On the fourth line, you have Isaac Howard with Adam Henrique and David Tomashek. I like that line. They had a couple good looks. If Ike Howard just slows down a little bit, right? Ike Howard reminds me of Yakupov, where he's just constantly moving his legs. He's just so jittery out there. Just need Ike Howard to just take a breath, relax, corral the puck, pick a corner, shoot the thing. Ike Howard the other night had a great opportunity, basically point blank against Dustin Wolf, and he couldn't even get a shot off because the puck was kind of bouncing around. I need Ike Howard to just take a deep breath here and focus on getting that puck on net. And the extra forwards, you have Curtis Lazar and Jack Roslovic. Of course, the Oilers just signed Roslovic to a 1-year, $1.5 million contract. And for Roslovic, it sounds like they want to get him into a few practices before they put him into the lineup, which I'm super okay with. He didn't even get a training camp. So Roslovic, I don't know where he slots in once he's ready to go. I don't know what forward they're going to send down once he's ready to go, because they're going to have to make some kind of roster move, whether that's a trade or whether that's putting someone on waivers, or you put one of your waiver players down like Howard or Savoy. I would prefer to not see Howard or Savoy go down, but that's just me. On defense, you have Ekholm with Bouchard, top pair for your Oilers. Second pair, you have Nurse with Regula. Third pair, Kulak with Emberson. And then Troy Stetcher is your seventh D-man. And of course, in goal, I do believe Stuart Skinner is getting the start tonight. He had a bit of a tough game against the Calgary Flames. Let's see if he can bounce back here against the Vancouver Canucks. It is small sample size. It is early in the year, but the pressure already seems to be on Stuart Skinner, not only from the fan base, but some people in the media as well. Mark Spector put out an article about Stu on that opening night against Calgary, and it's pretty rare that Edmonton media goes after Stu the way Mark Spector did. So if Edmonton media is starting to turn on the goalie already, well, maybe that is a sign of things, changing here in oil country, because Stu seems like he's protected at all costs from the media here. And I think with where Stu's at in his career, he's been in the league for a few years now. We just need better. We need better. We can't afford any more brain farts where he's just staring at the puck at his feet. Now, it's not Alex Nedeljkovic bad from the other night for the San Jose Sharks, where it wasn't as bad as Nedeljkovic's miscues the other night. But for Stu, give the team some confidence, man. Just give them some confidence. And for the Oilers, once you have a lead, if you get a lead tonight, you cannot sit back. Just don't sit back. There's no excuse to just sit back and try and hold on to a lead. Push the pace, push the issue. I don't know why this team does this. Now, when we take a look at the stats so far this season, well, it's a one-game sample size, so a lot of these numbers are going to look outrageous. The Vancouver Canucks, they are 1-0-0. Their power play is 0%, which ranks dead last. Penalty kill is 100%, which ranks first. Of course, they've only played one game. Goals per game, they've scored 5 goals per game. Goals against 1. Expected goals for 52.81%. Shots for percentage, 58.62%. And team save percentage at 5-on-5, 91.67%. Over on the Oilers side, their power play is absolutely roasting right now, 50% in the NHL, which is second. Penalty kills 75%. Goals for per game, 3. Goals against per game, also 3. Expected goals for, 63.32% at 5-on-5. Shots for percentage, 62.86%. And team save percentage at evens, 84.62%. Again, take all these stats with a grain of salt. I'm just putting the stats on the board just because it's easier for me to keep track of things. When we're this early in the season, a lot of these numbers are pretty silly. They are going to even out throughout the year. I would probably wait until about game 10 and we'll have a better idea of where Edmonton is, at least on like their side of the equation here. Now, let's go to the keys to the game and players to watch for the Edmonton Oilers. Your keys to the game tonight. Foot on the gas. Do not take your foot off the gas tonight. If you get a lead, you keep pushing and push and push. And I don't care if you embarrass the Vancouver Canucks, because they'd want to embarrass you. Right? A couple of years ago in Vancouver's home opener, they beat Edmonton 8-1. There are games where the Oilers have absolutely throttled the Vancouver Canucks. Now, I don't expect that type of game tonight. I think Thatcher Demko is getting the start for Vancouver, so I can't imagine that we'll have a super high-scoring game. In any case, if you find yourself up a couple, keep pushing. You don't have to just get a lead and then sit back. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially this early in the season. You want guys to start feeling good about their game. You want to roll all 4 lines. Let's see if they can keep their foot on the gas for a full 60 minutes. Number 2, no stupid penalties. Looking at you, Trent Frederick, offensive zone penalty with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game against Calgary. Luckily, that did not lead to a goal against. The Oilers penalty kill came up clutch in that game. But for Trent Frederick, for the Edmonton Oilers, don't take any dumb penalties. Don't give the Vancouver Canucks an inch, because they will take a mile, especially on special teams. They just seem to have Edmonton's number when it comes to special teams sometimes. And number 3, of course, the special teams just in general. We need the Oilers power play to keep clicking, and we need that penalty kill to keep looking okay. The other night, Edmonton gave up 1 goal against on the penalty, or sorry, on the power play. So the penalty kill is 3 for 4, which is good, right? So let's see if they can continue that momentum. It is a new looking penalty kill. They do use McDavid and Draisaitl on the kill as well. So that is also very interesting. For Vancouver, play with pace, use your speed kills. And for Vancouver, if you get in on the forecheck, if you force the Oilers defenders to start moving their feet a little bit, if you force them to start running around the defensive zone, well, they're pretty easy to get out of position, especially depending which defensemen are on the ice. Looking at you, Darnell Nurse. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We're having fun. Oh my goodness. I'm not actually picking on Nurse. I didn't think Nurse had a terrible game the other night. So, except the one giveaway that led to a goal against. But still, force turnovers. If you're using your feet and you are playing with pace, you will force turnovers. That should be Vancouver's number 1 job tonight. And number 3, force Stu to make saves, just like Calgary the other night in one of their keys to the game where I said just throw everything on net. If you're Vancouver, literally throw everything on net. You never know what is going to squeak by Stuart Skinner, or just dump it from center and then have Stuart Skinner potentially just not play the puck at all and just get it on the forecheck and poke it between his legs. Players to watch tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm going with the former Vancouver Canuck here, Vasily Podkolzin. And for the Vancouver Canucks, I'm going with the hometown kid, Jake DeBrusk. Although he's not much of a kid anymore, I'm pretty sure he's 27 or 28 years old. Boy, time flies. I remember watching Jake DeBrusk on the Red Deer Rebels here. That is just crazy how quickly time flies. Jake DeBrusk, hometown kid. His dad, obviously, Louis DeBrusk on the Oilers broadcast. I'm going Jake DeBrusk as my player to watch for the Vancouver Canucks. Now, when it comes to the score prediction, what the heck are we going with for the score prediction today? I'm going to say 5-4 Oilers in regulation. I know I said it's not going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And I'm going to say a Trent Frederic goal is going to happen tonight. I think Trent Frederic is going to, have a bit of a chip on his shoulder. I really hope that he goes out there and starts proving fans like me wrong that he does belong on that top line. I keep saying he doesn't belong, but I want Trent Frederic to go out there and be like, you know what? No, I do belong on the top line. I'm a good player. I deserve to play with Leon and Connor. And let's see if he's able to pop 1 or 2 tonight. That would be pretty darn cool. Thank you so much for your continued support. As always, it means the world. I can't wait to see all of you tonight. 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time here in Alberta is when I'm going to be going live. So a half hour before puck drop, or about 45 minutes before puck drop, I guess. Because the NHL, they schedule a game at 8 o'clock, and then puck drop isn't until 8:12 or 8:15 sometimes. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait. Make sure to enter the hockey pool. Link is in the description of the video. And before the game tonight, tell someone you love them. And as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you tonight, folks. Take care.